It's New Year's Eve from Tucson, Arizona. Welcome out to the Aztec Gymnasium in the Old Pueblo. I'm Ryan Sirk. A pleasure to have you along for the final game of 2025, and it's between the Pima Community College Aztecs and Arizona Soul, a club team based in Tucson. We'll get you set for opening tip with the starting lineups. First for Pima Community College, who come in 13-0 and number 8 in the NJCAA Division II rankings. There are some changes to head coach Brian Peabody's starting five. Tavian Brown, G.J. Graham, Rowan McKenzie, Isaac Johnson, and Brock Mendoza, the five. So Isaiah Hill, Will Fiegels, and Mason Hunt all step aside, and we have three new guys introduced to the starting five. As for Arizona Soul, it's Xavier Duran, Samuel Criado, Aiden Beavers, Asa Rupp, and Jamal McCraney, the five for Arizona Soul. Pima in the home grays as they were yesterday. And for Arizona Soul, the black uniforms with orange and purple trims, and the numbers also in orange with Soul across the chest. Wherever you may be tuning in from, welcome out to Tucson. We appreciate having you on the Aztec Sports Network, whether right here in Tucson or anywhere around the world. Well, we do it for you. The opening tip between Jamal McCraney and Brock Mendoza is up and won by Mendoza. Johnson immediately finds Graham underneath the basket. Turned over, and Arizona Soul come the other way. Full court press to start this one off for the Aztecs. And Arizona Soul, this is their third game in as many days for the Aztec Winter Classic. It's the same for Pima. Pima 2-0 in the Invitational. Soul 0-2 after beating Chimnateca College and Community Christian College yesterday. The Aztecs look to build off that and continue their hot start to the year. Went undefeated in the regular season a year ago, and they look to follow that up with another pretty good season as well. McKenzie wide open from the left wing. Off back iron, rebound goes high into the sky, and out come Arizona Soul. Samuel Criado with the basketball. A minute played so far, still no score. Criado sets up Duran for three. Didn't get enough on it. Mendoza corrals the miss. Pima quickly in transition. Mendoza can shoot the three, elects not to. McKenzie again tries his luck. No good. Offensive board. Johnson fouled on the second and third effort. And he'll head to the free throw line to try to break this opening minute and a half of no score. His first free throw is no good. We are still waiting for the first point. And Johnson's second is good. Pima take the 1-0 lead, 90 seconds into the ball game. Up the floor comes Beavers as his layup doesn't go. Then it rattles on through for the second effort from Xavier Duran, and Arizona Soul lead for the first time, 2-1. Tavian Brown tries his luck, and there's the first three-pointer of the afternoon. It comes from Tavian Brown. His first shot, first points, and Pima have doubled up Arizona Soul early as Brown on the defensive side of things gets the tip, and it comes off an Arizona Soul player, and Pima will keep it underneath the basket after a timeout called by Arizona Soul. Just a 30-second one. We'll take a quick break on the Aztec Sports Network. Back in action, Pima leads 4-2, just 2 minutes in to the ball game against Arizona Soul. Brown to trigger the inbound. Goes down low, comes off the fingertips of Criado, and will do it again. Coach Peabody had some words for his side. It's been a slow start for the Aztecs. 1 for 3 from beyond the arc, and they've really settled for threes. But here's another one from Brown. Same spot, same result from Tavian Brown. Back-to-back threes for him. He's got 6 points in the opening 2 minutes. Criado, he's inside. Nice bloop of a layup, and he drops it down the hatch. Brown's got the hot hand. He wants it again in that same corner. This time it goes to the opposite wing. Johnson down low. Somehow didn't get it to fall. It teetered like a seesaw before dropping off. No good, but Isaac Johnson to shoot 2 more free throws. First one is off the mark. Big game on Saturday for the Aztecs as they face off against one of their bigger rivals, you could say, in men's basketball, Chandler Gilbert Community College, who's likely going to be at the top battling with Pima for his spot in the national tournament to win the ACCAC Division II tournament. Last year, those two teams went to the final. Pima obviously came out on top. Beavers up ahead on a loose ball collected just in front of Brock Mendoza. 8-4 the score. Inside Criado again, this time too strong, and Green corrals the miss. A couple other players to tell you about. Paul Olivares and Kai Green checked in during that break. Brown has his 3-point attempt blocked. That's his first miss of the day, and it's tipped out of play. Pima will keep it under the basket. Exactly 3 minutes played so far. Low-scoring affair between the two sides. Graham, wide open 3. Rattles through for another one. Pima shooting extremely well from beyond the arc, lighting fireworks before we turn over the new year. Graham gets the steal inside, and he's got 5 points in the matter of 5 seconds. Full court press still unrelenting from the Aztecs. Olivares almost jumps in front, but Criado able to keep it. Got to hurry to cross the timeline, and just in time he gets over. Beavers around the perimeter is fouled by Green. The first team foul by Pima, who lead by 9, 3.5 minutes played. Yes, the earlier game today was already played, so this is the final game of the day. We did not broadcast that opening game of the day between Community Christian and Chimakita College, as this one is stolen away by Brown, and he rises and lays it up and in. Looked like he was going to go for the dunk. Well, maybe lost the handle. Regardless, he gets 2 more points to his name. He's up to 8. Criado slows things down, calls out a play. We'll see what Arizona Soul can draw up on the offensive half-court set. Still Criado. A 3-point attempt underway from Rupp, in and out, rebound Mendoza. Olivares inside the arc, rises for the jumper, doesn't fall. Green gets the board. Olivares to try his luck once more, and this time he gets it. Another 3-point make for Pima, who lead by 14 early on. Stop and pop from Martinez. He gets his own miss, though. Back outside, Beavers too strong. Green with another glass-cleaning rebound. 5 minutes played so far. Green back outside. That's the sweet spot for Brown. And in and out this time. Swirled around, but it doesn't flush. And it's tipped off the hands of Mendoza. And we go the other way. Was getting ready to say 3 for 3 from that corner. Unlucky, Brown didn't make that one. Pima go with a smaller lineup. Looks like Isaac Johnson or Kai Green will be the center as Mendoza steps aside. Battle for possession, a whistle blown, jump ball, possession arrow favors Seoul. They'll keep it for the time being as McKenzie comes back in to replace Brown. He had a hot shooting start to this one. 8 points in 5 minutes played. Criado. McCraney. Good ball movement here from Seoul as Martinez tries the straightaway three and a foul called against Olivares. 3 free throws incoming for Emilio Martinez. First one is no good. Second one is good, and we'll have one more to follow. We've got a chance. Want to thank our sponsors for today's game and every men's basketball game. That's Vantage West Credit Union, a proud partner of Pima Men's Basketball, and Chapman Automotive Group, a proud partner of all things Pima Athletics. Whether it's basketball, baseball, soccer, any of the sports offered here at Pima, Chapman Automotive Group, a proud partner of it all. Alley-oop attempt for Johnson, and Graham to Johnson for 2 more. Perfectly timed, perfectly executed from the Aztecs on the offensive end. Seoul looked to answer. 6 minutes played so far. Inside Criado, tough finish, unlucky not to get it to fall. Pima pushed the tempo, and picked the pocket was Criado of Graham. Martinez blocked by Green, and it comes off his arm. Pima will come the other way as Graham is replaced by Brown. We expect to see pretty much a 7-man rotation from Pima this afternoon. It's going to be really the 7 that we've seen of Brown, Green, Johnson, McKenzie, Olivares, as Green left that one a little short. Along with Mendoza and Graham. Those should be the main 7 we see. Maybe we'll see more, but that's what we expect as Martinez gets inside, back outside. 3-pointer underway from Stewart, left short. Offensive board doesn't go either for McCraney, and Pima clear the mess. Inside, Green gets a step and lays it in. Martinez looks for the 3, and he knocks it through. He's had a couple of good opportunities and cashes in on this one. McKenzie back outside Brown. Alley-oop attempt for Johnson. That was near the top of the backboard. No idea how Johnson got up and corralled that one before flushing it through. Another timeout called from Seoul. Full timeout. We'll step aside with 12:43 to go in the opening half. 24-9 Pima leads on the Aztec Sports Network.
I'm Brene. I am a second, third-ish year student here at Pima in the arts program. I am a first-generation college student. I didn't really come from a very artistic background. I kind of was just following my passion and my desires. Ended up in here and fell in love with everything. I represented Pima at the Sculpture Festival in town this most recent year. I sold my first piece. I was really excited. For me, the strongest point of being here is the instructors. Pima is such a wonderful melting pot of people from all kinds of different places and ages. Renee, before I set foot in here, did not talk to anybody in class, did not talk to instructors really. My confidence was, almost at the floor, and now it's skyrocketed.
Back inside Aztec Gym, it's 24-9. Pima with the lead. Arizona Seoul with the basketball. 12.5 to play before intermission. Martinez too strong on the mid-range jumper. Brown up for Mendoza. He cuts his way through the defense before getting hammered on his way to the hoop. And he'll shoot 2 free throws. First one is up and out. As a team so far this year, if there was one thing to really pick on is the free throw percentage. So far in the Invitational, it hasn't been that good as a team. Something that should be the New Year's resolution for the Pima Aztecs is shoot free throws a little bit better, as Mendoza misses the second as well. It does come off the hands of Johnson, so Arizona Sol will take over. When we get into the conference games, the free throw shooting down the stretch, it happened once against Glendale where Pima really needed to shoot the ball well from the charity stripe, and they did. Maybe they've just got that clutch gene and they don't need to use it early in ball games. And back onto the hardwood. Here's Stewart. Drives in on McKenzie. Gets a step on him, lays it up, but a travel. The basket does not count, and the clock stops with exactly 12 to go before halftime. Graham with a long three. He splashes it through. Pima from beyond the arc. They didn't start that well, but man, have they let it up from 3. At halftime, we'll take a look at the first half numbers and then get you set for the second half. But I would not be surprised as of now if Pima's shooting 60+% from 3-point. Martinez, nice cut pass to Beavers, but he can't finish the floater. Graham. McKenzie. Alley-oop attempt for Johnson. He couldn't hang on. Miscommunication that time between Graham and Johnson. It ends up in a turnover and the ball in Sol's hands. Three-on-two opportunity for Sol. They settle for a three-pointer. That's too short from Aiden Beavers. Graham near the three-point line. Good cross-court pass from Grain. Sets up McKenzie, too short. Grain on the offensive board had to wrestle Johnson out of the way for it and lay it up and in. 9 minutes played. Criado steps out of bounds or pushes off regardless. It's a turnover and Pima basketball. Olivares comes in for McKenzie. Now as Pima look to build on their already pretty impressive lead. Mendoza faces up. Spins inside. Right, back outside pass to Graham. Another three-pointer, way too strong. Ends up off the hands of Green. And Arizona Sol take over. Aiden Beavers comes back in. He replaces Rupp. Full court press, again broken by Sol. Sets up a 2-on-1 against Mendoza. Settle for the mid-range jumper, and Emilio Martinez cashes in. No rest between possessions, got to get right back into it. Johnson cuts through the defense like a knife and delivers the and one. A splitting cut from Isaac Johnson evades the arms of the Sol defenders and lays it up for one more. 20-point lead for the Aztecs. Make it 21. Blackjack for Pima halfway through the opening half. And a foul called against Olivares. That's his second. 4 team fouls apiece. Nobody in danger of getting in the bonus just yet. Olivares this time gets his hand on the basketball, pokes it away, but Beavers able to keep it for AZ Seoul. Beavers. He works on Olivares. He's got to be careful not to get his third in the first half. Criado on the baseline, back outside through some arms. Shot clock winds down to 3, and Beaver just has to hoist it up before Johnson collects the board. Another drive from Johnson. This time it sets up a 3 from Graham. Off back iron, long rebound back to GJ. Olivares tries. Too strong again. Johnson, like a pinball machine, somehow finds it in his hands. Jumps back up and banks it off the window. Another full timeout from AZ Seoul as Pima leads 34-11 with 9:09 to play in the opening half. You're listening to Pima Basketball on the Aztec Sports Network.
We'll move it to here.
Testing out his skills in robotics, Alex Phillips is a little envious he wasn't able to learn his trade at Pima Community College's new advanced manufacturing facility.
This is sort of what I would imagine the sort of facilities that like MIT has almost.
Phillips, who recently graduated from Pima, is checking out the new state-of-the-art amenities. Advanced equipment will be offered to students who are interested in automated industrial technology, computer-aided design, machining, and welding programs. This Center of Excellence has also impressed the local employers looking to hand-select Pima students to build their technology.
It makes us happy to come together with our students to show that manufacturing in this next century is a bright new future.
Phillips is so impressed that he wants to enroll at Pima again.
I'm definitely looking forward to it. It's an incredible facility. I've never seen anything like it before in my life.
For more information, visit the web address on
9:09 to play in the opening half, and Pima in complete control of this one. They did trail at one point, 2-1, but other than that, it's been all Aztecs, 34-11 the score. And the 5 out there for Pima, it's Green, McKenzie, Johnson, Brown, and Mendoza. Full court press. Arizona Soul's done a good job breaking it so far. But as I say that, they've found themselves into some trouble and a turnover in the backcourt. Johnson to trigger the inbound. Layoff for Brown. Mendoza wants it down low. He's got to step on the defender. Instead, Pima still around the exterior before a rising jumper from Green from the free throw line is good. Stolen away by Brown. It finds the hands of Johnson, who's rejected from behind legally, they'll say, as Samuel Criado got a hand on that basketball, and Pima keep it on the baseline. Green tries his luck. Short, Brown gets the board and floats it back off the window and through. The offensive glass has provided a lot of opportunities for the Aztecs. Arizona Soul just haven't been able to collect misses. They forced them, but the rebounding department has been all Aztecs on both sides of the floor as Johnson launches this one forward to Mendoza. And the flying Brock Mendoza uses 2 hands for safety. Quickly the other way. It's knocked through by Emilio Martinez. No time to celebrate the small victories. Mendoza back outside. Johnson tries. No good. Offensive loose ball foul against Mendoza. That should be its first. We'll call over the back, and Arizona Soul take over. G.J. Graham comes in for Green. 40-13 the score. Martinez cornered between Brown and Johnson, and not a good spot to be in if you're Emilio Martinez and you turn it over. Well, Peabody told Rowan to shoot it, and that's exactly what he's going to do as McKenzie knocks it through. Peabody knows best, and a three-point shot goes through for the Aztecs. 7:35 to play in the opening half. Pima up by 30. Graham tips it, and it falls into the hands of Mendoza, who launches it up ahead. Corralled, and now it's right here at the scores table. What's going on? Graham hits the deck. Here come the Aztecs. McKenzie another three, and he's got it again. Rowan McKenzie with back-to-back threes after some helter-skelter from both sides of the floor. Three-pointer way too strong into the hands of Brown. 7 minutes to go in the first half. Graham, he'll stop before McKenzie pops, and it's 3 for 3 on 3 straight threes from Rowan McKenzie. Goodness gracious. Criado, can he stop the bleeding? Not quite, but a foul called as Jamal McCraney got the offensive board and put it back up, and he'll head to the free throw line to shoot a pair. We can finally catch our breath after going back and forth. Pima on an 11-0 scoring run. 6:41 to play in the opening 20. And the first free throw is no good, as Green and Olivares come back in. Mendoza and Johnson step aside. McCraney's second effort is good, and that stops the bleeding and ends the double-digit scoring run from the Aztecs. The ball movement for Pima today has been phenomenal. That's what's allowed them to really light it up from three. Olivares with the offensive board. Again, around the perimeter. Now inside is Green. Back outside. McKenzie for three. In and out, doesn't get the shooter's touch, but another offensive board. This time G.J. Graham floats it through. Moreno tries from the elbow. No good. High rebound, Olivares. Almost thrown away. McKenzie able to collect. 6 minutes to go before the intermission. Green. Too easy for Kai Green. You've got to step up and used his height advantage for the lay-in. Speaking of good ball movement, Arizona Sol shows they're bobbing and weaving through the defense, and an easy layup for Emilio Martinez. He's been a bright spot for Arizona Sol in this one as Graham tries. Short, high rebound, Martinez. Thrown ahead, collected, nice grab before one too many steps from Rupp. Ends up in a Pima basketball on the turnover. Johnson replaces McKenzie. Pima passed the half-century mark in points. Nice pass. Green back outside. Brown thought about the three. Wide open Green in the painted area. Green crushes that one through. Make it a 55-16 early lead for Pima. Moreno sizes up Brown. Good pass down low. Too strong in the finish, but a foul called against Olivares. That's his third. And the seven-man rotation of Pima looking a little thin. with Olivares in some foul trouble. First one is good from McCraney. And Mendoza and McKenzie return to replace Brown and Olivares. .432 to go before halftime. It'll be an abbreviated halftime, about 5 minutes. That's Coach Peabody wants to get things rolling for the second half. Graham with a screen from McKenzie, lobs it up for Mendoza, and he can't finish, but did the second time around. You don't typically see an illegal assisting call, but Mendoza had his arm on the rim while he rebounded it. Did get the layup to go, but it does not count. 55-18 the score. As McCraney gets the board, has it stolen away by Graham. In between 3 defenders, Graham still got it. Johnson. McKenzie again. High archer hits back iron, rebound Rupp. Three-pointer underway, too strong off the hand of Rupp. As Graham launches that one all the way up ahead for Green, and one! Pima makes countless opportunities in transition count as Brown comes in for Graham. Pretty much as soon as a shot goes up, you see one Pima player just book it down the floor. This time it was Green, and the pinpoint accuracy like a quarterback to find his receiver. From Graham to Green, and the 3 points the old-fashioned way puts Pima up by 40. Olivares back in for McKenzie with 3:34 to go in the opening half. Johnson steals it, tries to jam it, but heads back to the free throw line. It goes against Isaac Moreno, his first. So one Isaac fouls the other. And the Pima Isaac flushes down the first free throw. Second one gets the shooter's touch and puts Pima up to 60 on the afternoon. As Criado races across the timeline. Under the basket, back outside is Moreno for 3. In and out, rebound Mendoza. Olivares, nice feed, and a slamma-jamma from Kai Green. Those are the transition moments that every team that Pima has faced has had a difficult time stopping. Duran, high floater. Oh, not so fast. Johnson. Brown, back to Johnson. He tried to jam it himself, but runs into a brick wall. And a foul called against Arizona Sol. There were a couple of guys that could have been whistled for the foul. It'll go against Samuel Criado. And Johnson back to the free throw line to shoot 2 more. They'll call it a flagrant. So not only 2 shots, but also possession of the basketball. First one is good. And the official just saying that the reason it was a flagrant was because of how hard the foul was. It was very intentional to try to stop Johnson from flying through the lane and jamming it down. Instead, it's 2 points for Pima and possession of the basketball. Coach Peabody calls out the play, and everyone gathers in formation. Up ahead, easy as you like for Brock Mendoza. The catch and score. Moreno double teamed on the baseline, able to pop it up for Criado. Martinez for three. Short, rebound Duran. Bodies hit the deck, still Duran though. Martinez tries again, short again. Third time for Martinez, short again. Mendoza with the board. Olivares. Johnson finds a cutting. Mendoza uses his strength to avoid the blocker, but too strong on the finish. Olivares down to his backside, able to get the steal before Brown is fouled from three-point land. And back to the free throw line go the Aztecs, this time to shoot three. First one off the mark. Second one is good, and don't worry, we've still got one more to go. As Olivares is replaced by McKenzie with 2:01 to play in the opening half. So both free throws good. Pima up by 50. One.
Yeah, we just started doing this year because our website runs through Presto Sports. So, yeah.
Moreno. Arizona Soul haven't scored a point in quite some time. McKenzie almost jumps in front. Instead, that sets up a Criado opportunity that finds Moreno for three. And not enough on it. Mendoza with another. Graham. Patient around the exterior for the Aztecs. McKenzie stops, pops, before Johnson slams it back out of play. And Arizona Soul to inbound in front of their own bench. And in front of our broadcast position. 90 seconds before the intermission. Martinez off one leg. Mendoza skies for the board. Johnson inside, off the box, and Pima up to 71 in the opening half. In fact, they'll say just 70 on the official score, so it's 70-18. Three-point miss results in a Tavian Brown rebound. He'll dish it off to a trailing Mendoza and one.
Number 21, Brock Mendoza. Assisted by Tavian Brown.
Good read from Brown to realize that Mendoza was trailing the play. A nice easy feed and an easy finish for the end one opportunity. As Mendoza bends the knees and knocks it down.
3-point play, Brock Mendoza.
30 seconds to go before halftime. It comes off a foot. Another inbound right in front of our broadcast position with 29.7 on the clock. It came off Tavian Brown's foot, so it's Arizona Soul basketball. Nice move, better finish from Xavier Duran, who got the step baseline. Shot clock goes dark, 5 seconds to play, and a foul called. That puts Pima into the double bonus.
Full foul on the play was on number 3. Aztecs are now in the double bonus. 2 shots.
So 2 shots for G.J. Graham.
DJ Graham.
First one is good. Second one is a carbon copy of the first. 75-20 is how the first half ends. Pima in complete control from the very start, only trailed once at 2-1, where Arizona Sol held the lead. We'll be back after halftime for the second half of action between Pima and Arizona Sol right after this on the Aztec Sports Network.
In Tucson, thousands face the daily struggle of homelessness. Oscar Casillas was just another face in the crowd, down and out, lost and alone. But hope was on the menu for Oscar. He took part in the Pima Start program, and now he's a chef.
Money motivated, staying dedicated.
Got a job, I got my own place, you know, I started a family now.
I just want success.
The Pima Start program is a lifeline for people like Oscar, a partnership between Pima Community College and the homeless shelter Gospel Rescue Mission. It provides essential training and support to help people rebuild their lives.
It gave me that passion to want to cook, because I didn't really like cooking that much. I was, you know, going through a lot of hard times, but yeah, it made me feel good about myself.
Success.
The end result was a recipe for success. Oscar graduated from Pima, much to the delight of his instructor, Chef Daryl Wong.
Definitely he's progressed from where he was before to where he is now, and he is a productive individual.
Put it right there.
And then figure out 2 inches.
Chef Wong has been with the Pima Start program since it launched in 2022. He's been working diligently ever since to make sure those victorious achievements keep coming.
It's our way of actually outreaching to our public and our community, and to actually help people gain work skills.
Along with culinary arts, Gospel Rescue Mission guests can also choose to upskill or reskill in information technology, building and construction, or obtain a Class A commercial driver's license.
That, guys, right there is your slope.
Guest Jesse Smith wants to become a plumber.
The program's pretty decent. It actually gets you off the street, helps you get work.
And Kevin Conley is polishing his expertise in the IT field.
It's very difficult being homeless. Being out of work and not being able to generate my own income, have my own place, you know, just build my own life. This is giving me an opportunity to get back to that.
The program depends on the support of generous donors. Because of their contributions, hundreds of Tucsonans have been lifted off the streets into a better life.
Made me feel loved, I guess, again. Made me feel like, you know, like there's not alone. You know, I'm not alone. It just like opened the doors to, you know, positive things in my life. There you have it. Bon appetit. Hope you guys enjoy.
We flipped the page from the first half to the second, just a 3-minute halftime, and here we go for the second 20 minutes between Pima and Arizona Sol. So it is a 76-20 lead for Pima, and we're right back into the action. This time we flip sides, so going right to left across your screen are the Aztecs, and a foul called. And, in fact, it was just a whistle from the officials to restart the clock. So 6 seconds have gone by. And here's McKenzie. Down low, Mendoza. He'll force his way in. Good footwork to lay it up and in. A Beavers three-pointer doesn't fall. Brown back outside Johnson. He'll force his way to the cup. Rejected by Duran. Good piece of defending by Xavier Duran. Not an easy guy to stop when he gets into the painted area. Mendoza releases Graham up ahead, and at the next stoppage, we'll run down some of the first half stats, and that gives us an opportunity to do so. Leading all scorers with 17 was Isaac Johnson, who also contributed 4 rebounds. 4 players in double figures for Pima. It was Johnson, Tavian Brown, G.J. Graham, and Kai Green. Green with 15, Brown with 13, and Graham with 12. 1 player for Arizona Sol in double figures. That was Emilio Martinez with 11. And Arizona Sol only had 4 players score. Martinez with 11, McCraney with 3, Criado with 2, and Xavier Duran with 4. Mendoza 1 point away from a double-double. He had 12 rebounds in that opening half. McKenzie gets the double figures. He's up to 11. Three-pointer is good. Rupp with his first 3 points of the afternoon. Mendoza has got his double-double. Too big, too strong at the dish. 2 minutes played so far in the second half. Rupp inside, Euro step, spin move, wow. Nice bit of spin on the basketball. It went way off the side of the backboard before Brown finishes on the opposite side. They ruled that the three-pointer from Rupp was actually a 2, so it is 84-24. But that one's a three-pointer for sure. Rupp with 7 straight points. Brown tries, straight away 3. A line drive left short. Sol in transition. Beavers takes and has it rejected, but able to keep it. Duran then tries, and he splashes it down. Arizona Sol starting to catch fire here in the second half. Graham, baseline. Forces his way through and up and in and one. Foul goes against Rupp. As Green and Olivares come back in for the Aztecs. McKenzie and Johnson make way. Graham converts the and one. Criado. All the way around the horn, almost sends it into the seats, but Martinez there. He gets a step on Olivares in with the left finish. Poked away by Rupp. It's a 2-on-1 or a 1-on-2, and Rupp finishes another. He has been the focal point here in the second half for Arizona. Sol came in with no points, and he's up to 9. Mendoza straightaway 3. Off the right side, poked out of play, not quite saved by Green. Inside Mendoza, Olivares wants it instead. It's an offensive foul. Mendoza put his shoulder straight into Criado, and they'll say he did so illegally. Euro step to the hoop, but it doesn't go for Criado. Mendoza might finish with 20-plus boards. Olivares turns on the Jets and kisses it off the box. Jordan Elmer comes in for the first time, and he replaces Rupp. Mendoza is replaced by McKenzie, and Brown is replaced by Johnson. Pass inside, then back outside. Elmer immediately splashes down at 4-point play.
3-point Maine basket by ball player number 5. Also an Aztec foul on the play. Number 1, DJ
Graham with the personal. He's up to 3. And the foul starting to pile up for the Aztecs, but he can't convert the 4-point play. Elmer's going to have to settle for 3. Johnson back outside Olivares, but a foul called on the pass attempt. And Pima under the basket. 4 fouls on Xavier Duran. And McKenzie with a fadeaway mid-range jumper converts for the Aztecs. In and out from Jordan Elmer. Green wants it, collects, then like a pogo stick, jumps up, gets it, jumps back up in a matter of a split second, and lays it up and in. A 3-on-2. They'll settle for a 3 from Criado off the heel, tipped into the hands of Olivares. He throws it away. Martinez. Good defense from Olivares, who's on 3 fouls. Johnson the other way. He'll lay it up and in. Jordan Elmer left it short this time. Rebound and then put back in by Jamal McCraney. 6 minutes played here in the second. Green finds a cutting Johnson who's fouled and heads back to the free throw line. It goes against Emilio Martinez, and 2 more Aztec players to come back in, Mendoza and Brown, at the next stoppage or after this free throw. Johnson gets the first, and Graham and Green make way. Johnson's second doesn't go. Martinez with the board. Criado calls out the play. We'll see what Arizona Sol has drawn up. Good ball movements, does set up a 3-pointer from Criado. Line drive hits the top of the backboard. And Pima take over. A chance at 100 points this trip down the floor. Mendoza finds a cutting Johnson and one.
Opportunity connecting and one. Back into the game for the Aztecs. Number 1, G.J. Graham.
Johnson converts the layup but does not convert the free throw. Criado steps out of bounds.
Steps out of bounds. Aztecs ball.
Johnson through the lane, but wanted the foul. No call. Comes off his fingertips, it out of play. Full court press applied by the Pima. Before it's broken through by Duran. Tough three-point shot doesn't go. Rebound, though, for Elmer. He's surrounded by Mendoza, and it's somehow in off the backboard. Screen from Mendoza. They'll call an offensive foul. 12 minutes to play.
You guys got 99? Okay.
Duran. Back outside is Criado. And a foul called. It goes against Johnson. So the fouls are starting to pile up for Pima, not necessarily on Johnson, not just his first, but a couple of guys with 3 fouls. Olivares, Mendoza, and Graham all have 3 personals. Criado goes back to the top. Attack in the lane. Brown with the block off the backboard. Pima in transition. Graham. Baseline. Pass to Green. A whistle and a foul goes against Samuel Criado. Just his second.
In the act of shooting, that's Tyler Green to the line, shooting 2.
And Green puts Pima up to a century mark in points. He hits both. And we're almost halfway through the second half. Foul against Mendoza. That's his 4th. So now is when things really start to pile up, especially for the smaller rotation that we talked about for Pima this afternoon. They do have some other guys available should Coach Peabody use them. As Duran misses the first, Johnson comes in for Mendoza. Pima in the bonus for the final 11:06 to play, shooting 1-1 for the next 3 fouls, unless they're shooting fouls, and the second one is good. Make it 101-42. Brown from the left wing. McKenzie with the offensive board. Green jab steps, pulls it back up top. Graham drives in, no good. Johnson's second effort doesn't go either. The third time it does.
11, Isaac Johnson.
Right down the hatch from Isaac Johnson.
Out of bounds, Aztec ball.
Brown inside, Euro step. Blocked, gets his own miss. Fight for possession, outcome Arizona Soul. 10 minutes to play. Durant. Elmer has his pocket picked by Green. Couple of high flyers in transition for Pima. It's Green and one. And Durant tried to tackle him to no avail. And Green just bullies his way through. Two more and maybe plus one. But Xavier Durant has fouled out for Arizona Soul.
5 on 0.
Soul player number 0 has received his 5th foul, disqualifying him from the game, subbing in for them number 25.
Now Isaiah Stewart comes in for the fouled out Xavier Durant. Trying to take one for the team to stop Kai Green, but he misses the free throw. An offensive foul called against Asa Rupp as he bulldozed into Olivares.
Foul is on goal number 15. Clear control foul, out of bounds.
That's his 4th personal foul. Graham. Green. Up top, Olivares jab steps, then floats it up off the front iron, and away come Arizona Soul. And Johnson inside, couldn't quite finish, but he'll head to the free throw line to shoot 2 more. It goes against Isaiah Stewart.
Number 11, Isaac Johnson to the line shooting.
First one is off front iron.
No.
Foul against Olivares, that's his 4th.
Out of bounds, ball.
Pima in the double bonus for the final 8:30 of the ball game. Arizona Soul in the bonus after the last foul on Pima. A 3-pointer off back iron. Into the sky goes Graham. And he launches it up for Green, who finds the high flyer of Isaac Johnson. Both Green and Johnson can really rock the rim, but they used about 10% of their power on that one. 8 minutes to play. A floating runner, too strong. Johnson collects the carom. Up ahead, Brown. He can't hang on, and Graham turns it over. McKenzie and Mendoza come in for Johnson and Olivares. Foul on Green. That sends Jamal McCraney to the free throw line to shoot 1 and 1.
That puts the total into the double bonus.
Yeah.
Single bonus. 1-1.
McCraney converts the first, and he's rewarded with one more. If you haven't already, make sure to subscribe to the Aztec Sports Network YouTube channel to be notified when we do go live the next time, which is on Saturday, January 3rd at 2 p.m. Women's basketball goes first, and then at 4 p.m. it's the men's basketball team. Should be a fascinating one. The women's basketball team has gotten better, and the men's basketball team against one of the better teams in the ACCAC. Timeout called. We'll be back in a minute on the Aztec Sports Network.
Pima Automotive is more than just a place to buy a car. Our commitment goes beyond the showroom floor. We're dedicated to giving back to the community that has embraced us. From supporting local schools to participating in neighborhood cleanups, we're invested in making Tucson better for everyone. Because without the community around us, without you, we wouldn't be here. Thank you for supporting us all these years. Chapman Automotive.
.732 to play, 107-43. Pima with the lead. Arizona Soul with the basketball, and Aiden Beavers triggers the inbound. Martinez. Three-pointer not off in time, didn't go anyway, and Pima take over. Good ball movement here from the Aztecs. Mendoza gets into a sticky situation, puts it up and one. Looked like it was a tough spot to be in, but he made it look easy. Olivares comes in for Brown. Mendoza converts the and one opportunity, and Pima continue their dominance. A travel from Beavers on his way to the hoop. It switches possession right back to the Aztecs. Green, good pass, Olivares. McKenzie straightaway three, and he knocks it down. It had been a while since Rowan McKenzie found his touch from three-point land again after going 3 for 3 in the opening half. There he knocks down another. Six minutes to play. Green collects the board. In transition come the Aztecs again. McKenzie forces his way through and lays it up and in. Blocked by Mendoza. He comes out in transition. He'll go coast to coast and one-handed flush. Mendoza with the block, Mendoza with the slam. That was impressive. Stewart forces his way through Olivares and lays it in. Official timeout, blood. And they'll just sub Graham off for Brown. McKenzie, pick and roll with Mendoza, and another high-flying dunk from Mendoza. Back-to-back trips that he jams it in. Soul around the perimeter. Three-pointer from Moreno's no good before Brown collects. Green hobbles after the dunk. He seems to be okay. Pima's going to need him on Saturday. Runner in the lane, Green collects the miss. McKenzie races forward, finds an Olivares. Mendoza wants it, gets it, and is fouled in the act of shooting. It goes against Emilio Martinez. First one left short. And we talked about how the first half, Pima didn't shoot the ball too well from the charity stripe. They actually shot better than expected, 14 of 18 from the free throw line. That's a respectable margin. They started off poorly from the free throw line and then really improved as the half went on as Mendoza finishes the second. That 14 for 18 is 78%. You'll take that all day long if you're head coach Brian Peabody has a team. Before a high arcing three from Isaac Moreno finds nylon. Green inside. Foul called. Aiden Beavers picks up his third personal. Mendoza offensive board. And two more points for Pima after the missed free throws. Straightaway three is good from Jamal McCraney. Arizona Soul have found some consistency and some range from beyond the arc as Green, like a blur, cuts through the bucket. And Green subs off for Graham. 2.5 to play, 126-51 the score. McCraney. A rebound goes to Mendoza. Foul called as Olivares went to the hoop. Both free throws off the mark, but again, Mendoza with the offensive board. We saw that the last time Pima was at the free throw line where they missed both, but then Mendoza got the 2 points anyway. McKenzie inbounds with 100 seconds remaining in the Aztec Winter Classic. Olivares spin around jumper, no good. Graham, one-handed rebound. Back up top, McKenzie steps in and out on his three-point attempt. Rebound, Tavian Brown. Olivares loses his footing. Battle for possession. A jump ball, possession arrow, Arizona Soul, who take over. A runner in the lane puts 2 more on the board for Arizona Soul. It comes off the hands of Isaiah Stewart. Mendoza wants it, gets it. And in between 2 and 1. Mendoza's really taken over here in the second half. The size advantage between Pima and Arizona Soul really coming to fruition. And another foul out for Arizona Soul as Isaiah Stewart has to step aside, and he's replaced by Jordan Elmer. Mendoza converts the three-point play. He has a triple-double, and he's up to 26 points on 18 boards. Surprised he's not finishing with 20, but Graham with a long rebound. Up ahead for Mendoza. He spins and collects another 2-point bucket. Beavers too strong. Long rebound goes to Olivares, and he loses out as well. Pima can't hold on to the basketball at the moment. Shot clock is dark for the final 5 seconds. And that's how the Aztec Winter Classic ends, 133-53. Pima take control of Arizona Soul. That improves the Pima Community College record to 14-0 on the year. Now they'll be back on Saturday against Chandler Gilbert Community College in what should be a really good game. As we take a look at the final numbers, plenty of guys in double figures. Make it 6 of the 7 players for Pima that played got into double figures. To lead all players, it was Brock Mendoza with 28. Isaac Johnson right behind him with 26. Also, a point to mention, Mendoza finished with 28 points and 19 boards, almost recorded a 2020 double-double. Other players in double figures, Rowan McKenzie with 18, G.J. Graham and Tavian Brown with 15, and off the bench, Kai Green with 25. Emilio Martinez, the only player with double-digit points for Arizona Sol. Before signing off, I want to say thank you to first you, the listener or the viewer, however you may have tuned into this broadcast on the Aztec Sports Network. Without you, there'd be no broadcast. I'd also like to thank the Sports Information Director, Raymond Suarez, for providing me with stats, rosters, and everything in between so that I could provide that to you throughout this afternoon's broadcast. To once again, your final score, Pima 133, Arizona Sol 53. I'm Ryan Sirk saying so long and see you next year